guys, this is Untitled Chapter here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my early 2022 predictions for the NASCAR playoffs. Yes, I know it's still January, but yeah, I mean, it's just that time when everyone is getting their predictions ready for the new season for NASCAR, and now it's that time for me to do it here. So yeah, so I mean, yep. But in this prediction, I'll be giving you my predictions of who I think will make the playoffs and who will be the champion. But if you don't agree with these picks, I'm fine with that. But yeah, so I mean, yep. So, anyways, let's start. So starting off here, we have the drivers I think will make the playoffs for 2022. And one thing I must mention, this is not the order of how I think of how many wins they'll have in the season and for the regular season. This is just how I put them as for the playoffs. So here are drivers I think are going to make the playoffs, which are Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Mark Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Joe Logano, Kevin Harvick, Alex Bowman, William Byron, Aric Almirola, Christopher Bell, Brad Keselowski, Kurt Busch, Chase Briscoe, and Ross Chastain. So yeah, so they're the drivers I think will make the playoffs for 2022. So yeah, and this also includes two drivers I think will make their first playoff appearance, and two new teams for the playoffs, which are 23XI and Trackhouse. So yeah, so now I'm going to go over some drivers I think will not make the playoffs for 2022. And just don't be mad at me when I'm going to say this here, but yeah, but starting off here, I don't think the RCR cars won't make the playoffs. I could be wrong with Reddick though, but yeah, so I mean, he could still make it, but not in my opinion. Austin Dillon, he maybe could have a chance, but I'm not really sure about that. But yeah, I mean, we'll just see. Daniel Suarez also, I don't think will make it. I mean, maybe he could in 2023, but I don't think he'll make it this year. Farmer Motorsports cars, I don't think they'll make it either. Maybe Gillen, because he could have a chance, but I don't really know. So yeah, Cole Custer, I don't think will also make it. Neither will Cindric. Cindric could have a good chance of making it because of all the road courses, but I just don't think so. Harrison Burton could also maybe have a chance, but I don't think it will do it at the end. Neither do I think about Stenhouse, who's my most hated driver. Yeah, I don't think he'll make it. Neither the Spire Motorsports cars, since they maybe could have good chances here and there, but not. I don't think they will. Yeah, and neither Chris Buescher as well. All those drivers, though, I just listed there, I don't think they'll make it. I do apologize if I missed a few, but yeah. So yeah, and of course, well, right here, we do have the defending champion Kyle Larson. I do think Larson is going to be really tough to beat this year because, in my opinion, he could maybe win back-to-back championships, and that would be awesome to see right there. So yeah, but I mean, and also, I do think Aric Almirola will still make it. I was originally thinking he was not going to make it, but yeah, I mean, I decided just to put him in there, to replace, Bubba or somebody else. I forgot to mention Bubba, but I would think Bubba Wallace could have a good chance of making it, but I don't think so. But yeah, I mean, those drivers are just the ones I think will make the playoffs. I'm not really sure how Brad and Kurt will perform. Maybe they could prove me wrong of how their consistency is, but we'll just have to see, and yeah. So next off here, I'm going to show you guys the drivers I think will be eliminated from the round of 16. So yeah, so here they are right here. The drivers I think will be eliminated from the round of 16 are Kurt Busch, Brad Keselowski, Chase Briscoe, and Ross Chastain. So the two new teams and two new drivers of the playoffs will all be eliminated in this round. For Kurt Busch, these tracks could really work for him since the first three tracks of the playoffs are Darlington, Kansas, and Bristol. Bristol could be a good chance for him, but I don't think it'll go at the end. Brad Keselowski, maybe this could work for him, but I don't really think so. I don't even know how he'll perform. I mean, who knows? He could perform good or he could perform bad. I mean, even though I dislike him, though. Chase Briscoe, I mean, he can be good at some of these tracks sometimes. I mean, I believe he's actually won at all these tracks in the playoffs in the Xfinity Series, but I don't think it will just work at the end. And Ross Chastain, I don't really think it will work for him either. So yeah, but I mean, he did really well at Darlington, so you better watch out for him though. So yeah, but I mean, those drivers I think will be eliminated from the round of 16 in the 2022 playoffs. And the round of 12 will consist of Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Mark Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Joe Logano, Kevin Harvick, Alex Bowman, William Byron, Christopher Bell, and Aric Almirola, which will be moving on to the next round of the playoffs. And yeah. So next off, we have the round of 12, which consists of Texas, Talladega, and the Roval, which it seems like a pretty interesting round with two wild cards in it. But the drivers I think will be eliminated from the round of 12 will be Kevin Harvick, William Byron, Christopher Bell, and Aric Almirola. I mean, Harvick though, I don't think this season will go well for him again, like from this year. I do think he'll be pretty consistent though to make the playoffs, but I don't think it'll be enough at the end. William Byron though, he could maybe prove me wrong. He did really well at the Roval, so I would watch out for him. Bell, he could maybe did better in the round of 12 this year if it wasn't for bad luck. And Aric Almirola, Talladega could really work for him as well as Texas, but I do think that will just be it for him right there for 2022 playoffs. I do think though he'll maybe be better from 2021 from the start before his win at New Hampshire. I do think Almirola will be consistent though. And then for the round of 8, I think Kyle Busch, Mark Truex Jr., Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, and Alex Bowman will all make it to the round of 8. So basically, this round of 8 predictions I have here is pretty much the same thing as my one from last year. So yeah, but I know it does look the same, but this is just my predictions here. So the next off in the round of 8 here, we have Las Vegas, Homestead, and Martinsville in this round. So it's a bit of a change from 2021. But yeah, this round though consists of some good tracks, especially Homestead since it's back in the playoffs. But the drivers I think will be eliminated from the round here are Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, and Alex Bowman. And yes, I'm sorry to say this, but in my opinion, the defending champion will not make it to the Final Four. I do think though maybe Larson could have a good chance of making it to the Final Four, but especially with all those good tracks I just listed. But I don't think it'll be enough at the end. Same goes for Hamlin. He could prove me wrong, like from last year. Logano, he was my championship pick from last year, but Logano's consistency last year was alright, but only one win shocked me. And Alex Bowman, he did win at Martinsville last year, so I would watch out for him. But I don't think it's going to be enough at the end to get him to the Final Four. And my Championship 4 predictions consisted of Kyle Busch, Mark Truex Jr., Chase Elliott, and Ryan Blaney battling it for the championship in Phoenix, which I have Blaney making the Championship 4 for the first time, as well as 3 champions. So yeah, just that right there is my Championship 4 predictions. So now we come to the end of predictions where I predict the champion here. Of course, the championship race will be staying in Phoenix, like for the previous 2 years. So yeah, so all these drivers are really good at Phoenix. Kyle Busch, he has 3 wins. Mark Truex Jr. has 1. Chase Elliott has 1, and Blaney has none yet. But yeah, for my 2022 championship predictions, here's the driver I think will win the championship, and that is, I think Chase Elliott will win his 2nd career championship in 2022 and will win the championship. Yes, I know he has a toxic fan base, and I can definitely understand that there, but Elliott's one of my favorite drivers, and yeah, I dislike most of his fan base, but Chase Elliott will be my prediction for the 2022 championship. So yeah, but I know Larson's gonna be a tough one to beat along with so many others, but Chase Elliott, in my opinion, will become a 2-time champion here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my playoff predictions right here. I'll soon be doing my win predictions later this month before the season gets going. And also another thing, stay tuned for the next 3 races of the NASCAR Union Pacific Cup Series coming later today. And yeah, just stay tuned for that there. And yeah, so anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.